What happens when you receive a request to recreate a painting that you've already completed? Perhaps you wonder, why not the original? If the client is given a chance to tell their needs, only then can the needs be understood and met. In May of this year, I attended an art show in Prescott, Arizona. I participated in the quick draw event where 20 artists were challenged to complete an entire painting in a single hour. The event was thrilling. I focused solely on the task at hand. I broke down the process into 15-minute increments, giving myself only so much time for the sketch, the underpainting, the background, and my main subject. The first day, I painted a man sitting on the courthouse steps, enjoying the warm spring sunshine. As it turned out, that man, so ironically dressed in Western attire, happened to be the auctioneer who would later lead the bidding process for all the artwork in the event. I had so much fun the first day that I joined the second day too. This time, my subject was an old woman sitting in the park. The light hit her just right, and I thought to myself, wouldn't it be so cute if she were feeding pigeons? I kept the face vague, as I did not necessarily have permission from the woman, nor did I have time to accentuate her features anyway. The crowd behind me watched with interest, as I had done well in their eyes the day before. One man watched with greater interest than all the others. Suddenly the hour was up. Brushes down! The painting turned out well, and Feeding the Birds sold for even higher a price than the painting of the auctioneer. A week or two after the art show, I was contacted by the Phippen Museum, who ran the art show, that there was an interested party for the painting of the old woman. I gave them permission to give him my contact information, and later I received an email. The man greeted me as Jeff and complimented my success at the auction. But more so, he confessed that he regretted not bidding on Feeding the Birds. You see, the woman you painted is my wife, Catherine, he said. Would it be possible for you to make a copy of it for me? Of course, I said. I happen to have the same size panel and a frame to go with it, actually. And the same frame and everything. Which was true. I had ordered 3 sets for my framer. Wonderful. Also, could we change out the birds for a dog? Jeff asked. She loves her dog Taylor. He's a purebred Labrador Retriever. I thought that sounded so cute. He requested to have the painting delivered before June 30th, which would be Catherine's birthday. The timing was a bit of a rush, so I bumped up his commission ahead of others. To keep the same look and feel of the original, I gave myself only 2 hours to complete the painting. The race against time was on again. While watching this video, you would know that by the title or thumbnail. I gave myself 1 extra hour than the original only because this was a recreation. I had to make sure the placement of everything matched. This speed paint, you could say, was a whole new challenge. While painting, I thought to myself how remarkable this all was. Despite painting her vaguely, this man was able to recognize his wife. And not only that, but he had the gumption to seek me out for this request. The quick draw event was exciting at the time and resulted in 2 sales, and now a 3rd. Painting in public is the surest form of marketing. And the only cost is ridding yourself of shyness. I sent a picture of the painting for him to approve. After a couple of requested edits, I varnished the new painting and sent it in the mail. He received it in record time, not 2 days later. I didn't even have time to send him the shipping number. Jeff messaged me excitedly, saying he had to resist the urge to open the package. "I'll let my wife do that this weekend," he said. And she did. "Kathy loves your painting, as did everyone else at the party. We will find a special place to display it." "Thank you again. It was a special gift," Jeff told me. I'm so glad. It's sometimes nerve-wracking to do commissioned work. There's always a fear that the customer may not like it. No, he said. You had no cause for concern. I understand that there are those who don't accept commission requests. Custom artwork can be very stressful. Some artists even find it insulting to make changes to something they thought was perfect. However, I found that to not be the case. Even this painting was finished in my eyes, until fresh, new eyes were able to look without bias. Jeff found 2 spots to be rather distracting, and then I saw what he meant and agreed. There were 2 bright highlights next to the shadows. That drew attention away from Catherine and the dog. I dimmed those down, and it was right as rain. There are times I've had to put my foot down in the past, but I would discourage you from listening to too many horror stories. I have found that most clients are not rude or too demanding. In fact, they are simply excited to work with an artist to receive a beautiful work of art and add it to their collection. And oftentimes, these pieces are variations of art that I have done before, but with a new spin. I personally like to put food on the table, so I am always happy to oblige. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing. My channel is still new. Also, I have begun to upload videos to my Skillshare. The link is down below.